Welcome back to the R+R Show. I'm Ronen, this is Russell. We are excited to bring another great ZuZu menu item to your house.
All right, guys, today we're gonna get into this brand new scallop we're putting on the menu. Spring forward, pea puree, succotash, feijoa, a little langoustine. Very, very colorful, very, very bright. First thing we're gonna do, Ronen, why don't we get started on cutting some veggies? We got a little,
sounds good.
We've taken some corn here and charred it on the grill. We're gonna dice up some red pepper and a little zucchini, and that's gonna be for our succotash. We're gonna pick that up later. Next up, we're gonna make our pea puree, and we're gonna cook off a little feijoa. So I got a couple little pots of boiling water here. Add salt to your water. That's gonna help kind of season everything and keep it all nice, okay? We're gonna take a little bit of English peas shucked from the shell. We're gonna kind of just go right into there. With that, I'm gonna add a nice little pinch of mint, a little bit of fresh baby spinach for some color. We're gonna give that just a little stir, just to make sure everything gets underneath there. Grab our lid again. Ronen, can you grab me the blender?
I can do that, of course, chef.
Thank you, sir. Over in this pot, we're gonna get a little feijoa cooking off. Thank you, sir. All right, so again, what you're looking for here in this, the pea puree is you want those greens to kind of start breaking down a little bit. You don't want to overcook anything. It's gonna get really, really kind of brown and start getting that olivey color. We're really going for the color, and that spinach and mint's gonna just add to a little flavor into the peas. So we're gonna give that another minute here or less. Over here, we've got a little boiling water. So feijoa here, you can see this is similar to couscous. We're gonna take a little salt into our water. Now let's add the feijoa. Cover that thing up one more time. So this is perfect. This is just about there. We're gonna strain this out, go right into our blender. We're gonna puree that nice and smooth. And we're gonna just turn our heat off. That way we don't get any bubbling water on us. Take our little strainer here, get your blender close. Kind of just get everything in there so we're not making too big of a mess.
Russ, why'd you choose this dish to put on the menu?
You know, Arizona, the springtime window is maybe 2 or 3 weeks long. It's just a very, very short window of time. And, you know, I love the flavors. I love the green. I love all the herbs that come out and all the flowers and blossoms and all that. So I really wanted to kind of roll into the season with a great little spring forward dish. Scallops, I think, is a great vehicle for that, kind of these lighter herby flavors. So we're gonna make sure our blender's on low here. As we go, we're gonna sprinkle that up just a little bit. We're gonna take a little bit of oil. We're gonna drizzle that in. See that starting to pool really nice. We turn up. We're gonna let that get nice and smooth. Perfect. And what you'll notice is, we got a few little straggler leaves. We'll just pull those out. What you'll notice is this beautiful kind of green, almost looks like pesto.
That looks like you can put it on anything and taste delicious.
Beautiful little puree. Next up, we're gonna check on our feijoa here.
Russ, what is feijoa?
Feijoa is very, very similar to a couscous, per little pearl pasta, but they toast the wheat flour first. So it's got this great like nutty, which I love. I kind of sub this into couscous anytime. You can use it as a rice supplement as well. But I love this because again, it's kind of nutty toastiness to it. We got our veggies over here, that's perfect.
These are ready for you whenever you want them.
Perfect.
Can you overcook feijoa?
You know, you can. It starts breaking up, it's a little mushy, it starts releasing a lot of starch, but no, it's not, it's kind of bulletproof. You know, you want to kind of cook it. We're going to cook it again, so we're going to kind of get a good cook, but leave a little bit of al dente to it. I'd say we're just about there. I'm going to turn over to the other side and just drain this into the sink so we don't lose anything and don't burn anybody. And again, we're just gonna kind of leave that over here, turn our heat off. And you can see that little pasta, you got these little kind of toasty, these little toasty ones down at the bottom. See those brownish kind of toasted? That's from the flour. They kind of toast that flour. Delicious. All right, guys, we're gonna get into our scallops here next. We're gonna pick up our frisjola and our little succotash. First things first, Ronen, I'm gonna have you pick up the succotash. Let's put a little drop of oil into a medium, kind of a medium hot pan. Make sure we stay up. Perfect. Now you wanna make sure, kind of move that pan around, see that oil's kind of ribboning and dancing around in that pan. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of our veggies. While he's doing that, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil and get our scallops cooking here. Now scallops, you wanna make sure you pat them real dry. Get them really, really dry. That's gonna give them that beautiful, crusty, nice golden, hard, golden brown sear that we're looking for. Good salt around the outside, give those a flip. Perfect. So you can see this pan's a little hotter. Nice hot oil just below smoke point. Lay those scallops in away from you. Give them a little press. Careful with that oil. Don't rush anything. Again, you're just laying those scallops in. Give them a little push down. That gives them a nice even sear. And that's what we're looking for. Okay. When you're cooking scallops or any fish like this in a pan, I start hot. I drop that heat down a little bit. Really watch the sides and what's going on. But I don't touch anything until I'm ready to flip. That looks perfect. We're gonna take our...
Do you have a favorite place to get your scallops? Those look beautiful.
We get them from a company that goes through the East Coast. But there's some, again, great local fish guys doing some good scallops. You can get some good stuff. A lot of them got some water content. You really wanna make sure you get those dry. Like I said, pack them in a few towels. And make sure you just don't try to sear them wet because they're gonna stick and just be a mess. Let's go ahead and put about half of that in. Perfect, right in the middle there. That looks great. We're gonna drop that heat just a smidge. These scallops are looking real good. I'm gonna give those a little check on the flip. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful color on those. Now, we're gonna take, Ronen, make a little well in the center there.
Well, I'll do that, Russ.
Well.
Want some butter in there?
Yes, sir. Butter in there. Butter in both pans. Because what? Butter makes everything just a little bit better, right? So we're just gonna make a little kind of butter hot tub. What if this gets a little too hot, you start seeing that butter get too dark, move it back. Take it off the heat for a minute, okay? Cast iron pans, good pans, you're gonna hold that heat for a good amount of time. Now, I'm gonna season my langoustines and I'm gonna just drop those right in the butter. Those take just a minute or two to cook. So those are very, very quick. I see the heat coming back down. I'm gonna move those back onto the pan.
If you can't get a langoustine, do you just pretty like any kind of shrimp or?
Yeah, 100%. I like the little, any shrimp will work. Lobster, crab, you can do any of that would work great. I like the langoustines. They got a nice they stay nice and plump and juicy and stay really, really good. I'm gonna turn this heat down. I'm gonna move my scallops up here a little bit. I'm gonna throw a little of that brown butter over the top of these scallops. Get them on those langoustines. This is looking real nice. We're gonna get this thing plated up here in just a sec.
That looks great. Smells fantastic.
Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get our scallop put together here. Again, we've got our pea puree looking really, really nice. Little mint. We've got a little bit of spinach in there. We're gonna take that and just have some fun on the plate with that. Okay. Next thing up, we're gonna grab our frisjola here.
Russ, I noticed that we didn't really do any seasoning to the frisjola or the diced veg.
So we seasoned the water that the frisjola cooked in. So there's gonna be a little light seasoning on that. And then the scallops we seasoned, the shrimp we seasoned, or the langoustine, excuse me, and the pea puree and all that. So kind of got to watch that salt. We can always finish with a little pinch of sea salt, but at the end of the day, I think our salt's going to be okay.
Got it.
3 beautiful scallops over here. Plate it however you want. Have some fun. This is the fun stuff. Bring out your inner artist.
If you wanted to make this vegan,
absolutely. The only thing the pasta can have egg in it sometimes. You want to make sure you buy an egg-free pasta or frajola or couscous. And sub out mushrooms, king trumpet mushrooms or tofu or more veggies, asparagus. I mean, you could really kind of go nuts on that end of things. This is some red vein sorrel. This is just gonna be a beautiful little kind of light herbaceous garnish. There you are, and there you have it. Beautiful dish. If it needs a pinch of sea salt, don't be afraid to just kind of kiss the top of that. And there you are. That's our springtime scallop, guys. Beautiful, colorful, frajola, langoustine, pea puree.
There you have it. Great dish. Thank you, Russ. Come try it here at ZuZu. We are excited to have you with us. And if you want to try it at home, there you go. Enjoy.
See you soon, guys.